As you notice the movements of your breath, just practice awareness without any judgment or guidance. Just notice the breath moving in and out. And as you start to settle into this movement, notice how just with your awareness, your breath begins to deepen. And notice how the rhythm of your breathing becomes aligned. How the length of your inhale will begin to match the length of your exhale. And with this awareness, begin to then just gently draw your breath deeper into the belly. And as you find your body receiving this breath deeply, feel the rib cage begin to expand all the way around the sides and into the back of the body as you inhale. And as you exhale, releasing that breath around the belly, up the chest, and out of the mouth. And with the movement of this breath, now begin to imagine energy moving up and down the Sushumna as the breath pathways open. So as your inhale comes in, drawing up through your spine, all the way up out of your crown. And as you exhale, press the breath down through the crown, down through the spine, down through the sit bones and into the planet. Inhale, drawing up from the planet through the spine, all the way up through the head. Exhaling, pressing down. Imagine from the base of your spine down through the legs and feet, connecting in through the grasses, through the soil, passing rocky layers, reaching down through the water layer, all the way down, connecting to the center of the planet. And then as your inhale flows, bringing the arms together and up, all the way reaching overhead. And exhale, allowing the hands to follow the midline of the body, pressing down. Open the hands into a triangle and press all the way out and forward. Just tracing the lines of the floor in front of you. Inhale, draw the hands together. And lift all the way up again. Continuing to trace out through the horizontal line of the planet. And then inhaling, tracing up through the vertical line of your mid-center. Just a few more rounds here, tapping into your parasympathetic nervous system. Creating a somatic experience with your breath and movement. Centering your mind and your heart and your body as one. On your next exhale, as the arms come down, tracing out, just take the body out in front of you. And taking any support on the forearms, finding a block, releasing and opening your lower back slowly. Take your time, continuing the same rhythm of breath. Just feeling the body open along the back. If you're feeling any tightness in the hips, you can rock gently side to side. And using the hands as you come up, walk the body back up, stacking your spine. Switching your forward foot. We're going to inhale the arms all the way out and around the body this time. So tracing your energy field all the way over. And as you exhale, bringing the hands back down through the midline of the body. And following all the way out again, find your fold. Keeping your sit bones in contact with the mat. Just fold as far forward as your body feels comfortable. Notice the difference in the flexibility of your hips here. With every awareness, continue and maintain the connection, the roots through the moolah all the way down to the planet. Feel that grounded connectedness. Slowly walking the body back up. Bringing the feet bottom to bottom, shifting into Baddha Konasana. So this is like a butterfly pose. Judging on your flexibility, just figuring out where your body is today, you can bring the feet further out or walk them closer to your sit bones, depending on that flexibility. And then opening the knees or encouraging the knees to open. Once again, slowly taking a gentle extension forward. So it doesn't have to be a great big giant fold. Just follow the awareness in your hips, really checking in. And if you can, continue to fold further forward, go for it. Moving slowly, keeping our connection to that stability. And slowly walking back up. Crossing the legs just one more time to help the body up. We're gonna come into a table pose. So drawing the hands underneath the arms and the knees under the hips. We'll stay here just for a moment. So in this table posture, tuning into the abdominals, drawing the navel in to feel length through the back of the body, pressing down through the shoulders to feel strength through the arms, and softening slightly through your elbows, just trying to not lock them out. Roll the toes under, stretching the bottoms of your feet. We're gonna take a couple of spirals from this position. So finding your inhale and center. As you exhale, press the sit bones in the head down. And as the inhale flows, begin to shift the head and the sit bones over to the left and upward. And then as you exhale, shift to the right and downward. So inhaling as you move left and up. Exhaling as you move right and down. One more full circle all the way around. And exhaling to the left. So exhale to the left and down. Inhale to the right and up. Really feel your body expressing and seeking those places in the center and at the edge of your movement that feel good. We talk about this experience, this bhava called rasa. Rasa is like getting into the nectar, the juicy bits of your body. Inhaling up one last time. As the exhale comes, press the sit bones back to the heels. And for balasana, child's pose, you can either walk your hands forward and release between your legs, or take a block underneath the forehead, or stack your fists underneath your forehead, or even bring the arms down around by your calves. And while you're here in this child's pose, again, just shifting side to side into your hips to invite that synovial fluid in, taking a couple of rotations through your wrists to warm them before we come into our plank series. You can even clasp your hands behind your back to open your shoulders across the front of the body. From this child's pose, finding one more inhale, pressing that breath, expanding the ribs all the way into the back body. Exhale, release. And inhale again, drawing the hands underneath the shoulders, curling the toes under. We're gonna press back into a seated posture. So we're gonna press back, opening the knees a lot, and finding our way into malasana. So in malasana, technically your heels are guided toward the ground, but this is just part of a practice. So if you're making your way there, it's okay to have your heels up as long as you feel steady. Bringing the elbows to the insides of your knees to help support those knees. Again, thinking through your breath, breathing down through your sit bones, breathing down through your feet, connecting into the planet like beautiful roots of a tree. Placing your hands to the ground, shift the body weight forward, coming into a semi-wide-legged forward fold. You can bring the hands to the shins and release your upper body down, feeling the stretch along the back of your legs. Release the head fully. Shake your head, yes, yes, yes. And no, no, no. Stepping your feet together, hip width apart. Bring the hands to the shins, lift your head and heart, flatten the back. Press the shoulders away from the ears. Bend your knees a lot as you place your elbows on your thighs, look forward. And pressing down through your feet as you inhale, bring the arms down, around, and up, rising to greet the sun. Drawing the hands together in front of the heart. Find your breath. Travel slowly to the front edge of your mat. So imagine now, as you're standing in Tadasana, feel your way through your body. Check in with your hips and your knees, making sure that they feel good, they feel active. Activate the quads. Take a tiny tuck in the pelvis. Still feeling that rooted connection to the planet. Keep your breath strong and steady. As your inhale comes, extend your arms down, around, and up. like leaves at the top of the branches of the trees. Exhale, hinge at your hips and fold all the way down. Releasing the whole upper body in a forward fold. Bring the hands to the shins, lift your head and heart, flatten your back. And exhale, fold fully back over the legs. Step back with your right foot, drop the knee to the ground. Inhale and rise. So in this crescent moon posture, you have lots of options. You don't have to dip so deeply into the right hip. You can actually pull out of this, resting in a more 90-degree angle in your back leg. And you can even take support by resting your left hand on the top of your left thigh. So just find your playful practice within this stability, within this strength. And as you feel your body soaring through this pose, we're feeling the downward connection of the pelvis to the earth, but we're also feeling the upward extension of the heart toward the sky. And as the exhale flows, drawing the hands together underneath the shoulders, slowly shifting backward, flexing your front foot, but keeping your heart extended forward. So heart and head are moving forward, hips are moving back. There's a dynamic lengthening happening along the back of your left leg. Take support with your left hand almost directly under the left shoulder. And keeping the upper body low, we're going to take the left hand now to the inside of the left foot and slide forward, extending out of the crown of the head. Keeping that dynamic length, so feeling the right leg pulled back, the head and the crown and the heart pulling forward. So we're going to pulsate here, very slow and steady. So take an inhale, and as you exhale, stay low, shift. You can bring the left hand back out underneath the left shoulder. Flex your left foot, and inhale and slide forward. Exhale and release back. And inhale and shift forward. This is the last time here. Keeping the right hand centered underneath the right shoulder. You have some options for this lunge with a twist. So what we're gonna do is, as the inhale flows, bring the left arm up and open. And if it's there for you, you can curl the right toes under and lift. Stacking your shoulders, extending and reaching the left arm up as you keep the right arm grounded. And we're going to make some circles with this extended left arm. So bringing it forward and down, around and up. Shoulders love circle shapes. Last time, left hand comes underneath the left shoulder. Step the left foot back into downward facing dog. And take your time getting yourself grounded in this down dog. Pressing opposite heels toward the mat. And as you inhale, slowly pull the body forward. You can drop to the knees or you can come into a full plank. And if you're in your full plank, move to chaturanga. If you're on the knees, just slowly release the chest and chin down. And then as you inhale, you would like for your first back bend to be just the Sphinx pose, you can come here, or you can move into full Bhujangasana, which is Cobra. And from here, if you're in the Sphinx pose or Bhujangasana, press down through the shoulders, extend the heart and the head upward and forward. If your low back is talking to you, you can give a little squeeze to the glutes, a tiny tuck to the pelvis to lengthen through the low back. Inhaling one more time from here. As you exhale, we're going to bring the hands by the rib cage, but instead of pressing into down dog, we're going to press the sit bones, stacking them above the knees, and release the heart to the earth for Anahatasana. So in Anahatasana, you have lots of options. You can bring the heart to the mat and tuck the chin so that your forehead is resting on the mat. Or you can draw the chin forward, looking and gazing in front of you, feeling that deep opening through the heart and chest. And from Anahatasana, shifting forward again back into the Sphinx. So bringing the belly to the mat, elbows under the shoulders, pull forward through the heart. As you exhale from Sphinx pose, tuck the chin to the chest, stretching through the back of your neck. Inhale and rise. Exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Inhale and rise. One more time. As you exhale, tuck the chin to the chest. Release the whole body to the mat. Draw the hands by the rib cage. Tuck the toes. You can press through plank to go to Adho Mukha Svanasana, so downward facing dog, or you can move through the table and press back into down dog. Inhale as the right leg extends up into the air. And then step the right foot all the way up to the right hand. And drop the left knee to the mat. Inhaling as you rise back into your crescent moon. So finding that posture that works for you here. Taking it slowly as you descend. Opening through the hips. Feel free to take support with the right hand on the right knee. Find your breath moving deeply into your body. One more inhale from here. As the exhale gently flows, softly release forward, and then staying low, shift slowly back, flexing the right foot. Finding length along the back of the right leg, you can take the right hand directly underneath the shoulder. If the hamstrings are tight, feel free to accept where your legs are at the time. Feel free to release any judgment on needing to soften your knee. Feel celebration and stability of your body. Stay with your breath. Keep your heart extending forward towards your toes. And then staying low in this posture, we're going to slowly slide forward, taking the right hand to the inside of the foot, dipping down, extending the crown forward, extending the back leg back. Feel that deep opening in the hips. And as you exhale, release, slide back, taking support with the right hand underneath the shoulder. Try to keep both hips facing forward. And as you inhale, stay low, slide forward. Take support with your hands underneath your chest. Just 2 more times, finding this pulsation, moving with your breath. Slow and steady. Inhaling as you shift forward. Exhaling as you shift back. Last time. Inhale, shifting forward, bringing both hands to the inside of your right foot. Remembering to center the left hand directly under the left knee as you inhale. Open the body to the right side of your mat. Stacking your shoulders, reaching the right arm up, up, up. You can curl the back toes under, lifting the knee off, or you can stay gentle today, keeping the knee on the mat, staying supported. Breathing slow and steady. Imagine that as you inhale, you're pushing your breath all the way down to the heel of the left foot. And as you exhale, you're pressing your breath all the way up out of the crown of your head. One more inhale from here. As the exhale flows, right hand comes down underneath the right shoulder, step the right foot back, finding your downward facing dog. From this down dog, slowly shift your body forward into plank. And then from plank, finding your pathway to move toward the mat as you release either in chaturanga. And then inhale, extend upward in Bhujangasana, or you can stay with the Sphinx. And stay with your breath. From this Sphinx pose, we're gonna release, shift the sit bones back so that the hips are stacking above the knees. Draw the heart back to the mat. Put on a Hitasana. Feeling your body slowly unwind where it lands. As you inhale, shift the body forward, all together coming to the Sphinx. Pressing the elbows under the shoulders, inhale, rolling the shoulders back and down. Now releasing down, hands coming back by the rib cage, curl the toes under, press either through the plank to downward facing dog or the table. Walk or hop your feet all the way up to your hands. Keeping your knees bent, inhale and rise into intense pose. This time, in this intense pose, because this isn't the fire element series, you can keep this intense pose grounded. So thinking about the legs being together, the knees staying back behind the toes. The sit bones are slightly tucked, the abs are definitely engaged, but still maintain that connection to that slow, stable stillness. Breathing from your root. Feeling the strength of your legs, your tree trunk. And as you exhale, take a fold. Bringing your belly onto your thighs this time. So as you fold forward, keeping the knees bent a lot. Placing your belly on your thighs. Hands centering under where your shoulders will be. Then as your inhale flows in, slowly begin to straighten your legs. Releasing your upper body down. the shins, lift the head and heart, flatten the back. Exhale, fold again. We're gonna step back with the right foot and turn the whole upper body into a wide-legged forward fold. So in this wide-legged forward fold, imagine that you're centering your hands directly underneath your gaze. So inhale, lift the chest, extend the crown forward. Exhale, release your upper body all the way down. There are many options in this wide-legged forward fold. So you can take the hands to the ankles and increasingly pulling the chest forward. You can reach the hands all the way behind the body through the window of the legs, or just keeping them centered underneath your head. There's the moment. I hope you can hear me. And so from this wide-legged forward fold, we're going to take our hands to the ankles, slowly shift the body over the left leg, staying really low. You can also take the hands underneath the body on the mat. And then taking your hands as a guide, slide over to the right side. So doing that whole pulsation again. Inhale, slide to the left. And exhale, slide to the right. Bringing the hands back to center underneath the gaze. Take the left hand to the mat. Inhale, open the right. And exhale, release the right hand where the left hand rests. And inhale, open the left. Exhale, release both hands underneath the chest. We're going to turn the toes out, bend the knees a lot, drop the hips down, and flatten the back. So now from here, holding the ankles, pressing your elbows into the inside of your knees, we're going to do that pulsation. So we're going to inhale and drop the head forward, lift the sit bones up. And exhale as you extend the body forward. So exhale as you release the hips parallel to the head. So flattening the back. Inhale, release, drop the head forward, let the sit bones rise. And exhale, drop your sit bones, lift your head, flatten your back. One more time, inhale as you fold. And exhale, turn that to face your left foot back to the front edge of your mat. Step the left foot back into downward facing dog. Inhale, pull the body forward in plank. Exhale, release into chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart into full bhujangasana or Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward facing dog. Exhale, press either through the plank or the table. Sit bones move back to the sky. That whole cycle one more time. Inhale, slowly slide over into Dandasana, plank pose. Exhale, release, chaturanga. Inhale, open the heart. As you exhale, keep your knees in contact with the mat. Press the sit bones back to the heels. Open your knees a lot to allow room for your chest and belly. And slowly release. Over. And let go. Find your full body release here. And from this very wide-legged Balasana, any additional tightness in your hips, hopefully we've taken care of with just a gentle slide side to side. Inhale as your left arm rises. Exhale, shift the left arm underneath, threading the needle. You can take the right arm to clasp to the left, or you can bring the right arm over the back. When you get where you're going in this Balasana posture, feel the body fully release and soften. Drawing the right arm back underneath the shoulder to support your body as you shift. Extending the left arm now. Inhale the right arm up and exhale, thread the needle, sending it underneath that opening between your left shoulder and the mat. Find any adjustment in your posture that you need to make for your body to let go. Matching what you did in the posture before. Focusing on the movement of your breath. As your next inhale flows in, take the left hand back out, extending it forward to support your body. We're going to place both arms fully extended in front. And then for frog pose, which is where we're headed next, keeping those knees really, really, really open, we're going to pull slowly the body forward so that the hips align with the knees, bringing the forearms underneath the body. So this first version with the feet together in the back is tadpole. And then to extend that tadpole, your feet line up with your knees as your knees extend from your body. Engage your abdominals here to give length and strength to your lower back. As your body feels comfortable in this posture, you can allow the knees to open more and more. Anytime you need to come out of frog posture, you can pull the body slightly forward, press the toes back together, press back, bring your knees together, and just move right back into child's pose. From child's pose now, inhale, coming back up into the table. Extend the right leg up and out. And draw the right knee all the way up to the right hand. Using the hands to hold your body weight, slowly open the left leg, sending it back behind you, but taking time to make any adjustments in your pigeon pose that you need. Drawing your hands underneath your shoulders. If the wrists are getting tired, you can come onto your fists like Bruce Lee. And then in this pigeon posture, you can also take blocks and placing blocks underneath your hands as well to give you a little bit of leverage, a little bit of a gentle approach to the pigeon. Roll the shoulders away from the ears. Lift forward through the heart. Stay with your breath. And as the exhale flows, you can shift down into resting pigeon. So bringing the forearms underneath the chest. If you need to bring a block underneath your forehead and chest, you can do that for support. If you can reach the ground, you can come all the way down. Find your inhale and allow that inhale to guide you upward, bringing the hands underneath your shoulders. Curl the back toes under, slowly shift your front leg back to meet your back leg. Pressing the sit bones to the sky for downward facing dog. And then from that downward facing dog, extend the left arm, the left leg up into the air. Draw the left knee all the way up to the left hand, placing your foot on the right side of your body. Or pigeon on the other side. And slowly take your time, sending your back leg back behind you. Make any slow adjustments for your body that your body requests. I love a long hold in this pose because I feel like it really allows the body the time that it needs to open to the request. So what's really happening and so interesting in the pigeon series is that we're getting a deep psoas stretch on one side of the hips, and then we're getting a deep sacrum stretch on the other side. So those two targeted areas in our hips are so big. Taking your time, you can slowly adjust forward into your resting. Hands underneath your shoulders, slowly support your body as you rise, curling your back toes under and pressing your front foot back to meet your back foot. Inhaling slowly, bringing the knees down to the mat. One more time for Anahatasana, bringing the heart in contact with the mat. And from this Anahatasana, slowly pull the body forward, resting fully on your belly. Taking just a moment here, feeling the full front of your body connecting back in with the planet. From the brow of your head, center of your throat, your heart, the very center of your belly, your solar plexus, the area just below your navel, and the very base of your spine pointing downward, all connecting to this deep inner stillness. For just a moment, imagine that you are aligning with the pulse of the planet. It's very slow, deeply resonant pulse. It's like the first pulse that we heard when we were in the womb of Mother. Take just another moment here, listening. And then slowly roll onto your back. When you're resting on your back, you can keep the knees bent for a few moments, checking in with the low back. Feeling the bottoms of your feet connecting in with the planet. Take an inhale from center, rounding your low back into the mat, pressing down through your feet. Feel your spine rising up slowly. Pressing your whole belly upward in half bridge pose. Find the style of half bridge that works for you today. It could be restorative. You may need to grab a pillow and place it underneath your low back. If you're in an active half bridge, you can move even further by walking your shoulder blades together, clasping your hands under your back, giving a little additional tuck to the chin, lengthening the back of your neck. Pressing the belly even higher. From this bridge pose, you can bring your hands underneath your back. Here, especially if your elbows are really close together, you can get your hands to the upper hips, the low back. And you can just rest here. Or if you're feeling like you'd like to move into a playful practice, and shoulder stand is part of that practice, you can bring your legs up, stacking them above your hips. And this is baby shoulder stand. This isn't full shoulder stand, but you can play here too. To move into full shoulder stand, you would shift the hips directly above the shoulders, which is a big tuck for the neck. And within this shoulder stand, there's so many places to play. You can move into the plow pose from here. You can open the legs wide. Twirl and twist your legs together in a Garudasana posture. You can even bring the knees down to your forehead. So just a few more moments playing in your shoulder stand practice. If you haven't been in shoulder stand and you're feeling the call to move back slowly down to your mat, rolling the spine down from the neck through the upper back, all the way down to the sit bones release. And now bringing your knees and your feet wider than hip width apart. You're going to take the knees, both knees, and guide them to the right side of the body. As you turn your gaze to the left, inhale the knees back up through center and shift them to the left. As you turn your gaze to the right. One more time on both sides. Inhaling through the center, exhaling to the side. Inhaling through the center and exhaling to the left side. Knees to the left. Inhaling the knees back to center, Bring them up. Give your knees just a big hug, drawing them so close to your chest. And then placing your feet bottom to bottom as your knees open wide for Supta Baddha Konasana. Reach forward and hold your feet. Feel the shoulders release and stretch. And then holding on to the bottoms of your feet, open them wide, bringing the knees into the shoulders for happy baby. Feeling the playful nature of the happy baby posture. And slowly releasing the legs all the way down to the mat. Finding your transition pose between this moment and final relaxation. And then finding anything you need for final relaxation to become comfortable. If it's something to cover your eyes, a pillow for your knees, I'm going to talk you into final relaxation and then leave you there as long as you like in your own home. So I will bid you namaste now. Thank you for joining me. Continue to work out this microphone situation. Figure out the mowing schedules. So as you become settled back into your resting posture on your mat, tuning back into the movement of your breath, feeling the way the breath moves into you as a cool breeze. And as you exhale, feel the relief and the release of your breath from your body. Imagine that as you bring your inhale in, you bring it past your belly, through your hips, all the way down your legs to your toes. And as you exhale, you breathe all the way up, out of your legs, through your chest, out of the crown of your head, and into the sky. Inhale, drawing your breath all the way from the most distant star through the cosmos, down through the crown of your head, through the channels of your body, down your legs and feet, into the planet, passing all the layers of the planet down into its red hot core. That which generates gravity and holds our feet to this world. And imagine as your breath moves between the planet and the cosmos through you, that you are the connecting element of life. As spirit animates body, as the spark of life burns within you, it does also within the planet. We are but a reflection or a microcosm of this world that we live in. As you feel your breath moving through your body, notice any parts of your body that are calling to you for extra support or deeper release. Notice if there's any part of your body that is still gripping or holding Bring your breath to this place, and as your exhale flows, release the hold. Release the attachment and let it go. As your breath moves into you, soften your hold on the ground and allow your body to float gently on your mat. As your breath moves through you, allow your shoulders to release their hold on your neck and your head, knowing that you are held. As your breath moves through you, release the attachments to thoughts as they roll through your mind. Feel the ebb and flow of your ideas and your judgments and the movements of your thoughts. Let them roll like leaves reacting to a breeze. There's movement and then there's stillness. As you listen to the movement of your breath, set your body and your mind to drift.